1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Love you, Poppy.
I was born 50 years, or maybe even 100 years too late, because I have always loved all things old. I play a 60-year-old guitar. I love old furniture and old clothes and old dogs and old folks. And so when I walked in here, I think it was the age, it was the fact that it was old and that it was a treasured, cherished piece of property that rang true with my essence. You know, I knew that I knew I was home. I knew I was home.
From founding member of the Dixie Chicks to teacher to owner of the Bartlett Arboretum, Robin Macy has definitely led a very diverse life. Rather than call herself the owner, though, Robin prefers to call herself the steward.
Can anyone ever really own a forest? Because a forest lives, hopefully, long beyond any of us.
So how did she get here? Robin was leaving the annual Bluegrass Festival in Winfield when she made a wrong turn.
Which I always say is still the most divine thing that ever happened to me, because it was really the right turn.
She made that turn 9 years and another lifetime ago. That's when she saw the for sale sign that changed everything.
But a Chinese pistache is either female or male. And they're beautiful colors. This one's not in the sun, but
I came in the little gate that you girls came in today. You just pulled the little string and came in, and I knew instantly that this place, even though it was overgrown and disheveled, was clearly loved, dearly loved, and had been something really incredible.
And with the help of lots of volunteers, it would be something really incredible again. One group who helps out, Robin calls the Soil Sisters.
Each one of these women have appeared and have added immeasurably to just the heartbeat of the Arboretum. They've adopted little pieces of what I call the Arboretum quilt. This place is as magnificent as any music I've ever created, and I've slowly, step by step, year by year, row by row, inch by inch, tried to bring glory to what I think is deserving.
Robin also teaches at Collegiate in Wichita and says the Arboretum has been a teacher's dream. That's because it contains some of the oldest non-indigenous trees in the state.
So when we walk around, you're going to see the largest Japanese maple in Kansas. Every state has a champion tree list, and there are a number of champion trees in the Bartlett Arboretum.
It all started back in 1904.
Dr. Walter Bartlett purchased 20 acres along this little tiny winding stream, which cracks me up because it's called the Euphrates Creek, which is, of course, the center of civilization.
Dr. Bartlett was a hobbyist who loved minerals, waterfowl, trees, and plants.
The vision that the Bartletts had to plant a particular tree in a particular spot, and how now they complement each other so well.
Fascinating stories. Now, for a long time, I lived here for a few years before Mary pointed out to me, that's a bald cypress.
The Bartlett Arboretum was open to the public on and off throughout nearly 100 years. In the 1920s through the 40s, it was a major tourist attraction, featured in tourism magazines like this one.
This was actually touted as the only mature arboretum between the Mississippi and the Rocky Mountains.
I wanted you to see the register. Paradise, quiet, peaceful, beautiful.
But as
Here's the
popular
park
as it
boy.
was a lot more expensive to run than the money it brought in from tourists.
It was kind of a myth. The Arboretum really never paid for itself even. There has always been one or two full-time working, driving up the toll road to Wichita, holding down a 9-to-5 job to help support the place.
When Dr. Bartlett died, his only surviving child, Glenn, who was considered to be a master nurseryman, took over.
Donald, the people that knew him said that he didn't just have one green thumb, he had, 10 green fingers.
The third generation of Bartletts, Mary Bartlett Gourlay, was the owner when Robin took over.
And I like to say that they really didn't sell the Arboretum. What they did was they got another daughter, whether they liked it or not, and I sure got another mother.
The Bartlett Arboretum is open by appointment only. Throughout the year, Robin opens it for fundraisers like this one, weddings, company retreats, botany classes, and a photographer here and there. For a long time, Robin didn't want to talk about her time with the Dixie Chicks and turned down any interviews to talk about the group.
I think everybody wants to be, nobody wants to be just remembered for what they used to be. Don't you understand that? But I realized quite suddenly, more recently, that perhaps allowing that story to surface a little bit will bring some good karma and some understanding and awareness to this place that to me is so deserving. Sometimes I don't know if this Arboretum needs me or I need it more. I think God or the greater power or something that knows much more than I'll ever know knew that the essence of my being, I have to create, I have to, that's what gives me peace and happiness. The peace that I get from being here must be equivalent to what a mother feels when they're raising their child and they feel like that's their purpose. I feel like raising these trees and saving these trees is my purpose.